Hey, what's going on, guys? So today, I also want to talk about the slow carb diet. Tim Ferriss, I got it off his website. But anyway, maybe about a year ago, I did this diet. It really worked for me. I lost close to about like 50 pounds. That's 50, 60 pounds. That's a lot. For me, I've never lost as much weight with any other diet. But the trick is, a lot of times it's not so easy to eat slow carb or low carb or basically no carb at all. Basically. So I'm fixing to go on and start on the diet again. It's October now. And I guess I'm gonna do it like for a month, in October, a month or two, till Thanksgiving. I'll probably cheat a couple of days, maybe cheat a couple of days for the holidays, like let's say Christmas and all of that. But anyway, uh, it's a little hard for me to do diets. I mean, I like beer. As you guys know, I review beers and all that type of stuff. And I mean, it's hard for everybody, really. So anyway, when coming up with ideas, it's where I get stuck at. Coming up with ideas, and also um, following through with it. Following through with it, it's not really you could do. You just gotta follow through with it. Just a commitment. You gotta commit. But as for ideas, I've got a couple of ideas that I've thought are really good ideas. Especially like breakfast. Breakfast gets a little old because you can't eat any carbs. And usually for breakfast you have like bread and bagels and all this sorts of stuff, muffins, stuff like that, cereal. So it becomes a little hard into designing your breakfast sometimes because all you get to eat is eggs most of the time. But I've been using. I want to talk about some products that I've been using. Cuts down on calories, and they're not bad. Per se for being diet. Let me show you one. Egg whites. I get some egg whites, and you get this anywhere, I believe. Like Publix or Winn-Dixie for you guys that are down here in South Florida, Miami. You know about Publix, Winn-Dixie. Up north. I don't know what stores you got up there. I know Chicago, you guys got Aldi's and Jewel's, Osco, and all that. But anyway, egg whites, you could probably get them anywhere, and they have a lot less calories. I mean, basically, it says here. Let me see. One egg white. Yeah. I mean, basically, it reduces your calories by a lot. It only has 23 calories per 3 tablespoons, which is like one small or one medium egg. So regularly an egg has a whole bunch of calories. I'm not sure exactly how much, but I think it's like 100 or something like that, just for one egg, one whole egg. Egg white's a lot lower calories, and also it's no carbs, so you're good, for this type of diet. Miracle product right here. These are tofu noodles, real good stuff. When you're hungry as hell, you get some of those, and basically it's either zero or very low. Let me see how many. Yeah, like 3 carbs total. And 2 of that is fiber. So really, it's like 1 carb or something like that. It's very low carb. I mean, compared to regular pasta, it's like you can't beat it. It is a little expensive. It runs like $2 or something. The little package, and one little package is good like for yourself. If you're like me, you like eating a lot. So one package is good enough for yourself. If you're making for a whole family, if they ain't on the diet, try to make two types of noodles. That one for you, and the regular noodles for your family. So like that you kind of make it a low cost diet. Because one of the hardest things about dieting, other than the fact that you got to diet, is good food costs a lot of money. If you haven't noticed, vegetables cost a lot of money compared to like potato chips and bread and macaroni and cheese and all that type of stuff. Also get you a lot of canned beans. Canned beans is a lot easier to prepare than the regular dried beans, kidney beans, black beans. What else I got here? Pinto beans, for making Mexican stuff, real good. And I mean, it saves you a lot of time. These are some ideas. If you're going on the diet, try to keep it simple. If it's too hard, you end up just getting off of it, because you won't have the time, and you just use that as an excuse, and you end up getting off it. So the quicker you make it for yourself, the easier, the more simple you make it for yourself, and the cheaper you make it for yourself, the better, because the more likely you're going to be on it and stay on it and not get off it. For a sauce, for the noodles, you can make them. I mean, you can even do soup with it, but I mean, I like pesto. You get you a little thing of pesto, a little container of pesto, and it's not the cheapest thing in the world. It's like $3-4, but $3-4, compared to a lot of the other sauces, like the red sauces. A lot of them have a lot of sugar in it and increases the carbs a lot. Pesto has very little carbs in it. I don't know if Alfredo has a lot of carbs. Alfredo's pretty good too. I still eat it anyways, every once in a while. Other than that, keep in mind your cheat date. For your cheat date, eat whatever the hell you want. It's good for you to have a cheat date, because if you don't have a cheat date, what happens? First of all, you get bored. Another thing is you like this way you can kind of tell yourself, it's alright, because on Saturday or Sunday or whatever, it's gonna be my cheat date, and I get to eat whatever I want. When you get to eat whatever you want, it also raises your metabolism, and it messes with your insulin levels and all that. So like that, you're not insulin. I think insulin resistant is a term, or insulin sensitive, something like that. Basically, you need to every once in a while, eat unhealthy, so your body doesn't get used to you eating healthy all the time. Like that, you don't plateau as quickly. It's easier for you to plateau if you eat good things all the time. As crazy as that sounds, than if you were to eat something bad every once in a while. Plus, it's good because you don't get tired of the same old diet, and plus it's good, because mentally, you say, well, I have a way out every once in a while, so I'm not forced to eat this for the rest of my life, and eventually, the whole point of the diet is that you end up liking the stuff, and going to a healthier lifestyle, but at the beginning, it's a really good idea, I believe, for a cheat day, in my opinion, and that's basically it. I wanted to give you guys some ideas, for breakfast and all that type of stuff, and I want to talk about the noodles. I think the noodles are real good. Before I knew about the noodles, a lot of times meal ideas very difficult. It's always the meat, the beans and like vegetables. But with the noodles, you can switch it up a little bit, still have the vegetables and still have the meat, and you can throw some noodles in there, instead of the beans. If you want to, you can have some beans with it also. That's up to you. But yeah, if you guys got any questions, just hit me up. I'll see you later.